And so I want to talk to you about why you use that tool of storytelling. Give us a little sense about the magic behind a story, especially from a recruiter's point of view. And then let's dive into how do you teach others to share their stories?
Love it. And there's lots of science I know you're a big fan of that we can cite too that I think people would learn from.
Okay.
So my observations about the world of recruiting today is, I'm sure you've gotten these types of messages. Could start with an email you get, a phone call, may actually be a conversation with a recruiter. And I think the lack of storytelling to me is candidly pretty damn atrocious. So I think that there's a humongous opportunity to, one, differentiate yourself as a recruiter by telling a story, because that's really the thing that you need to do is grab someone's attention. And facts, figures, we're a fast-growing company, we're growing by X percentage. While maybe that might be interesting at some level, it's not going to grab anyone's attention. And think about when you make a decision. When I make a decision on anything, particularly a job, I'm going to go home and talk to my family about how I felt. I had a great experience. Here's what the team was like. Here's how I felt walking out of the building. And that is really where science tells us and emotions take you in terms of your decision making. So focusing there is an absolute positive must. And then the other thing is so many companies have amazing stories, have amazing people that have incredible things to share. So I think we're missing massive opportunities just day to day as a recruiter if you're not doing these things.
So when you and I met, you kind of laid out the storyline of LinkedIn, and then you kind of zoned in, for me anyway, the story about HR and the evolution of HR at the time.
Yeah.
And the story was a little bit of history, a little bit of where we are, and then a lot about the opportunity. And I remember how I felt. And I remember all the facts and figures, to your point. I just remember how I felt like, oh, I can see myself solving those problems.
Yeah.
So in my research about storytelling, it does release chemicals in the brain.
Yeah.
And we can't help but become more empathetic and compassionate to the person telling the story, and you actually get pulled in the story. I mean, for generations, humans have been sharing bedtime stories and the hero and whatnot. And part of that is passed down tradition. Part of that is to get the right behaviors, to reinforce culture, to reinforce what it means to be successful. Now, my thinking on this would be that you would have to change that storyline by individual, by candidate, by role, by where you are in the life cycle. That's a lot. How do you